that? Here it is. Oh, hey, Slushy. Sorry, I was messaging Discord servers. I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? I'm gonna hopefully beat this extreme demon and not die to 98% again. But first, of course, practice runs. I haven't played this level in 5 billion years. Damn. Are you like... What do you mean? Like, as in, like, track and field? That type of hurdles? Oh, yeah, it is track and field for race. That, I've been good. The last the last month or so has been really busy with a ton of essays and stuff. And there's still a bunch more tests, but I finally have time where I want to stream and I can stream. And I also want to beat this level. Spring break was kind of boring because it was literally all college visits. I recorded a video with someone who was much better at the game than me, and like a month ago, and I procrastinated starting to edit it until like yesterday, and I barely got started, and I just played Mario Kart with one of my friends. Editing really isn't my thing. Oh man, I've lost consistency with some of this stuff. That's gonna suck when I actually get drop attempts. We'll see if I have any consistency with the beginning. School has been fine. I'm kind of pulling myself back up from the hole I dug myself in at the beginning of the semester. Most of my classes are coming back to Aids. But there's been a lot of, like, essays and stuff. I have a math quiz tomorrow. Well, math is one of my best subjects, so I'm not super worried about it. It is 110 marks, which is a lot, but... School's been fine. Damn, I'm stuck at... It's like at... Damn. Yeah, I guess PE's usually a pretty easy class. I mean, at least for me, because I can I can run a mile, but for some like my school gives out like these like teachers can give out awards to anyone at the end of like the year of like this was my favorite student out of my class, and I got the one for one from PE because I was the only one in the class who actually like did anything at all. And I was like, I don't give a crap. PE is easy, and I don't like it all that much. But I mean, if you like PE, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna object to that. Now to die at the beginning for 5,000 years. How do you run a 25-minute mile? That's like walking. I can walk a mile in 20 minutes. That's crazy. I had a bunch of like cross country people in my PE classes. So there were people pulling off like 7-minute miles. And I was like, okay, sure. I never particularly struggled in PE. At the end, me and my friend just gave up on entirely on trying, but we did it in a way that made it look like we were actually trying. He technically isn't a PE teacher and he's hella chill, so he don't care much. Okay, fair enough. But I mean, like, still, I feel like if you're running a mile, you'd expect a time of like 12 minutes at least. Yeah, they weren't running. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. The best part is he doesn't put the grade till like the end, so no one knows if they're passing or not. That's yeah, I have a couple teachers like that where like I they only have stuff in for the beginning of the semester. So I have like one thing in that I missed and it's like 1 out of 3 assignments, so the grade's at like a 70%. And as soon as they actually put a bunch of shit into the grading system, then I'll actually have a much higher grade. My PE teacher was uh he would yell at you if you weren't running. Like the basically how my PE class worked is you got participation points, and that was the that's the brunt of the work. And so if you like legit just didn't try, he would notice and yell at you. And if you didn't actually start running, then he would just like give you a 0 for the day, and it would nuke your grade. And so a lot of people got like C's in that class because they didn't care enough to actually try. I beat this and I still have time left, I might turn this into a level request stream, but I don't know. I might just stop stream and study for my math test, to be honest. If I beat it within the hour I have. Half the people in my school would fail with him as their teacher. Why? Because like they look at their grades and they like see that it's like because he hasn't put anything in. Oh, it's probably fine. I'm probably passing, and they just don't try. Yeah, I can understand that. Yay, do I love being stuck at the beginning of this goddamn level for 5,000 years. I was semi-consistent, and after not playing for like a week, I've lost all of it. I love this level. What am I learning in math? Oh, the actual like math curriculum finished up, so he's just having us do a bunch of giant tests now. The most recent thing I was learning in math was, 3D vectors and planes, and how to find the intersection points between vectors and planes, and the equations of vectors, of lines and planes in terms of vectors. And then before that, it was complex analysis, which is like stuff to do with and there was a lot of trig involved. I'm essentially in a calc course, but it's called a weird thing. Oh, so you got none? Okay. Oh, a vector is just like you take a point and you take a direction from that. You just take a direction and you say how far in that direction is it traveling, and that's a vector. A vector just has a direction and how far it's going. So it's actually kind of simple, but there's a lot of complex shit to do with it. When the teacher was explaining it, he pulled up a clip from Despicable Me, where Vector was like, I am Vector, because I have both direction and magnitude. Put me in that class and I'll pass? Okay, well, do you know how to integrate? And do you know how to take derivatives? And do you know the integration and derivative tricks? I'm too tired to type properly? I can understand what you're trying to say. Like, do you know what partial fractions is? Do you know what integration by parts or tabulation is? Oh, you're okay. My bad, my bad, my bad. Yeah, I'm a junior, and so I was just sitting in an hour and a half long meeting. I'm just joking. Okay. I was just sitting in an hour and a half long meeting talking about the stupid Common App, and like, how long is this going to go on for, and how complicated and convoluted does the process really need to be? Which I guess you don't have to worry about for 2 more years. So, good for you. Who knows if all the financial aid shit they're talking about is actually going to exist in 2 years. Uh, yeah, some people in English class had their. Can we just like make a whole system that we all agree? That would be nice. That would be nice, but that's not how it works. I guess that's kind of the goal of a Common App. But then there's like public schools that don't use Common App and private schools that don't use Common App. And Common App is super complicated to begin with. The entire college system in the US is just kind of fucked up, to be honest. But some people in my class today had their their spoken essay today, and I had mine before spring break. Common App sounds cool, but I can understand why there'd be an argument over it. Yeah, not every system, no system can be perfect. If everyone actually used Common App, I wouldn't be so annoyed about it because I could just do it essentially once and get done with it, and just have to write like one essay about myself. But no. Also, the entire process for letters of rec is also stupid because you have to fill out this formal form. You have to ask your teachers first if they're willing. You have to ask their teachers first if they're willing, and then you have to fill out this legal form, and then you can actually get the letter of rec and submit it. And it's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, it is a pain. Just wait until you're applying for college, and then you'll understand. Maybe I can get one drop attempt before I have to end stream. It's in your future too. Is that what the no is about? What colleges am I applying to? I don't know. My parents have been pushing me to create like a college list and stuff. And I guess I have a couple possibilities, but I don't really want to say them because they're all around where I live. And I'm not really a fan of doxing myself. Whereas they're around the general location. Because I spent spring break going on college tours. Instead of, actually sitting at home and chilling out. What I wish my spring break was. went to, yeah, I went. I've gone to Japan. Japan is nice. I went to Japan last year for spring break. Where'd you go in Japan? I went to like Tokyo and oh, you went to the deer place. Yeah, I went there too. The deer place is awesome. I had almost my pants pulled down because the deer thought I had snacks and was biting at my pants. I think the funniest photo I took there was someone had put like a water bowl out for the deer, and then it was like sacred water hole or something. I don't remember the exact. I don't remember the exact picture. I just can't. Yeah, we went to a lot of the same places. I don't think we went to the long ass name starting with A that I don't remember, and I'm not reading your chat message right now as I'm playing. But I think we hit Tokyo, Kyoto, and Nara, as I recall. I will say Tokyo subway system a lot more fun than riding around the trains near where I live. They're slow and boring. In the Tokyo subway, you actually figure yourself like speeding up and slowing down, which is cool because they're actually accelerating fast. I'm actually getting far. I didn't die. Oh, if I did the fucking triple spike. Are you serious? That should have been a drop attempt. My mom overcomplicated the train system. Somehow I figured it out day two. You can't just, like, use Google Maps to tell you when to get on and get off. I mean, I feel like you can just look at a map and easily scout out a good route. How does one overcomplicate that? I mean, there are, like, 7 lines or some crap, but there's gotta be a map somewhere. Oh, anxiety. Okay, you know what? That's fair enough, actually. Anxiety. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I guess I never have had a problem like navigating. I have a good sense of direction, but I can understand that. My path can I spam? That I did not get 20 CPS. That is not real. I do not believe that. I was probably double clicking somehow because I know for a fact I cannot butterfly click at 20 CPS. Where did that even come? That's so random. Children per second? How would one even achieve 20 children per second? And what do we even mean by children per second? Like children made? IDK? Fair enough. Hold on. Let's move that. I'm bored. Yeah, well, is not and tired. Yeah, that's fair. Sleep deprived. Wait till junior year. That's all I'm gonna say. What does your sister even do? Is she an older sister or younger sister? She's a senior and hasn't filed anything for college. So my mom complains to me. Does your mom also complain to your sister? Just, wow. Okay, that's actually kind of fucked up. I'm sorry about that, man. I need to concentrate. got so close. My whole house is basically filled with anxiety, and since we're not what I'd call social, it's what I mean, they don't know how to talk to each other. I mean, I don't really know what to say to that. Most conversations they have are either arguments or what to eat. I mean, arguments can be funny if it's like something about if it's about something like super bullshit. My sister, I don't know if she hears me right now, but my little sister totally argues for the sake of arguing, and she denies it. She openly denies it, and it's very funny how obvious it can be sometimes. Either that, or she comes off as argumentative when she's not trying to. Because she likes to be super nitpicky about the details of everything. We're telling her she should become a lawyer, but she says she does not want to become a lawyer. Do fish pee? I don't know. I'm not a marine biologist. This is... Hold on. One second. It's just, okay. Freshwater fish pee a lot. Okay, so the answer is yes. Oh, well, a bit too late. Just don't show them the stream footage. But I mean, why would they not pee? Because they're like drinking a shit ton of water, right? What was their argument as to why fish didn't pee? I'm very curious now. Oh, one second. Next, you're gonna tell me that a panther is a real thing. I'm sorry to say, but panthers are actual animals. I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm stupid. There's a chance I'm stupid, but I'm pretty sure panthers are real animals. What do you mean, no? Does it? I thought it was its own separate thing, but you might be right. I don't know. Okay. This is proof on how bio is my best class. I was wondering where this was coming from. But Panthers would be cool as its own thing. I'm just saying. It's kind of I feel like it's kind of lame that it just refers to big cats. Please, I want one drop attempt. The split on panther and a cat is if they meow or growl. In the size? Okay, that makes sense. Bio is not my best class. I have friends taking honors bio, and the teacher, from what I've heard, the teacher for honors bio is absolute shit. So I'm glad I'm not taking that class. That's I didn't know that actually. That's a pretty cool fact. I would have just assumed that panther just meant big cat, but also you're missing an H on the cheetah. The more you know. I actually like the more you know. Kind of doesn't make a lot of sense to me because like, what do you mean? Shh. What do you want me to quiet down about? English ain't a major? What do you mean? A major in college? Oh. Oh, you can. Oh, that's what you were referring to. English ain't my major. That makes more sense. Despite playing like Wordle and like a bunch of New York Times games a lot, I am really bad at explaining things well. Alright, come on. I have like 10 minutes. I've been playing for 45 and I haven't gotten a single goddamn drop attempt. I'm better at teaching than I am doing something. Like for math, I get stuff really I can get stuff intuitively really well and understand it. And then it's impossible for me to explain it to other people. Couldn't be me? Oh wow. Thanks, bro. Delay on YouTube is so sad. I mean, I don't know. I just have it set to like on OBS to be normal delay. If you're like a couple seconds behind, you can tap like the live thing and it should bring you back to as good as it gets. I could theoretically try to bring the stream delay to less, but I don't know if it would make my stream quality worse. also stream on Twitch, things would be a lot quicker by bit. Yeah, but I haven't set up Twitch streaming. And I've already started streaming from YouTube. And to be honest, usually no one even watches my streams, so I don't really have a reason to be on Twitch. I have like a Twitch account when I'm like chatting in other people's Twitch streams, but I don't usually stream on Twitch. Also, if I were to try to, yeah, well, sometimes, yeah. The only times I ever get any viewers more than like what either you or like Lava or one of my friends is when I do a level request stream, and there's always like 2 or 3 people there. Because that's all people ever want to see on YouTube. That sucks. I got to the part afterwards and I threw. The blue part should be more consistent than the stupid gray part. But I haven't gotten one run past the blue part to the drop. I agree with that, actually. Like, I enjoy watching smaller streamers more than watching larger streamers, because with larger streamers, there's like a tiny chance your message actually gets read. And honestly, that's why I popped into Blaze's stream in the first place. Because it was a... Okay, hold on. Sorry, my mom just coming in to talk to me. She wanted to make sure that the cats didn't get to the chocolate chip cookies I made today. Chocolate chip cookies didn't actually even turn out that good. Like, the recipe I got was, like, bad. Yeah, time running out. I have to get off in 5 minutes, so... My parents have things set up where my Wi-Fi cuts off. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I still have a couple runs left. But no, I don't think today I'm going to get any runs in, unfortunately. It's practice for next time, trust? Oh, yeah. This was just me getting back into the level after taking a break from it. Stupid ass green orb. So next time, I'll actually be consistent at this first part and get to the drop once, at least, in an hour. I just want one more run past the gray part, and then I'll end stream. Whether or not it's a drop attempt. I can hear my cats running around behind me in the hallway. That should have been it. But I jumped too early and clipped the side of the block, so I had to hit the green orb later than I did. I just need to stop looking at chat. That's honestly probably what's happening. I have to stop looking at chat until I die. No, it's not your fault. I actually like being on stream to be able to talk to someone while I play this. I'll be honest, being stuck on the gray part when there's no one around is really boring. Being able to talk to someone is nice. Talking to people scares me sometimes. Yeah, I'm super extroverted, so I would always prefer to be doing something with someone than doing it alone. Or like be talking to someone. Stop dying there. I only have like... I really have to get off soon. Because at some point, it will get to the time where my internet will shut off in the middle of the attempt. And then it won't save to the servers. I am gonna have to put a limit on this. Okay, you know what? I stop at 9:55. I get off and I brush teeth. I go to bed. Oh yeah, if the internet turns off, my stream will just die. As soon as it passes 10 p.m. for me, my internet will die, my stream will crash. I wake up at 6:20. So I go to bed at 10, so I have at least a decent amount of sleep. I try to have a functioning sleep schedule. Hold on, this is my last attempt, okay? I said I.
The cats. Really. No one's in there now. You gotta deal with it now.
Alright, my mom's telling me. Yes. Well, I have to end stream now. Thanks for being here, Slushy. Maybe I'll see you next time.